My name is Stephanie Odia, and it is my pleasure to welcome you to this episode of the Bridge 360 Show. And as you know, the program aims to provide useful information that will bridge communication gap between the public and government in providing very critical infrastructure, economic development through its ministries, departments, and agencies. Now, our focus this week is on the Transmission Company of Nigeria, the TCN, and its effort to expand the national grid. We will be back after the short break. Stay with us. Now, the Transmission Company of Nigeria has completed many projects covering substations and lines in all regions of the country. The company is led by Engineer Dr. Sule Ahmed Abdulaziz, which is committed to the full implementation of its network plan to expand and stabilize the national grid. And on this edition of the show, we will be highlighting some of these recent achievements in electric power transmission in Nigeria, and our focus will be on the Abuja Ring projects. The Abuja Ring project, also known as the Abuja Feeding Scheme, which is already in its completion stages, is a power transmission project for the Abuja transmission corridor that will improve electricity supply to FCT and its immediate environs. Now, the project aims to reinforce transmission capacity for reliable electricity supply around Abuja. The contract for the project includes the design, manufacture, supply, installation, and commissioning of transmission lines and associated substations. This project has a threefold objective. 1. To increase the capacity of the power transmission network. The project encompasses the construction of a new 143-kilometer, 330 kV transmission line to establish a third in-feed into the Abuja transmission ring through Lafia, and 3 new 132 kV transmission lines for the Abuja metropolitan area. 2. To improve power availability. Now, 5 new substations are 2 330 by 132 by 33 kV substations and 3 132 by 33 substations are built to step down incoming high voltage power and supply the local distribution network. 3. To ensure the stability and reliability of power supply. Now, this includes the provision of telecommunications equipment and SCADA integration. Upon completion, the Abuja Feeding Scheme will add approximately 1,146 megawatts of transmission capacity to the grid. Now, this will also increase the network capacity, improve network flexibility, and service delivery to the Abuja discos. Meanwhile, the substations will be complemented by the construction of a new electricity transmission route from Lafia in Nasarawa State down to Abuja. Now, this new 330 kV double-circuit transmission line will establish a third in-feed into the Abuja transmission ring, facilitating power supply from the power generating plants in the southern parts of the country. The new substations are 330 kV substations in New Akpo and Lugbe and 132 kV substations in Lokogoma, Gwarimpa, and Kuje. Now, recently, the Minister of Power, Engineer Boubacar D. Aliyu, accompanied by the MD CEO of TCN, Engineer Dr. Sule Abdulaziz, toured the Abuja Ring project of the Transmission Company of Nigeria, which started under the current government of President Muhammadu Buhari.
This is the consultant for the project, and this power evacuated will serve this environment, the Gwarimpa, the Dawaki, going down to those estates, big estates along the Kubwa Road. because they have a substation inside that will take care of the load there. So when completed, we are going to have electricity 24/7 in this area. I know we have other substations that are building for Abuja to be fully electrified. What I'm trying to say, technically we have enough equipment to give energy. It now depends on the generated energy that we are willing. And this is the consultant project manager that will take you around and give you the technicality. Thank you, sir.
Voltage transformer, and from yesterday we are availing outage on this Patampe Reja line, and the work is going on. And this outage? Yes, we have been given how many days? 18 days. 18 days, starting from 10th of November and 27th of November. Suleja Patampe. Okay. So we are breaking the electricity and exactly. These equipment which you are saying, these are cable sealing ends. This is our terminal tower of that line, and this replica is on the other side. This one which you are seeing over here, these are the wave tracks. Sir, this was two panels we have already installed. On every substation, Patampe, Suleja, Abuja, two panels like this will also be installed, which are under the scope of this project. Yes, please. Board UPS panel, and this one is a feeder panel, AC feeder panel. This is the incoming. So this one is our relay room. SCADA and relay room. Inside this is hexafluoride gas, which because of the space constraint. So all the equipment of line breaker, generator, into circuits are out of the yes. So this is the switch gear and control of those feeders. In case of any tripping, there will be tripping. In case we want to maintain, so it will be done and controlled from here. Here, as I explained you, already 3 sets will be installed here and 3 sets will be installed there, sir. This is the latest technology for our silica gel. It has much more advantages than that one. So we have used this one. This one is, sir, for breathing of the transformer. You know, pressure rises, the oil expands. When it expands, so the space inside the transformer is reduced. So and when the temperature is low, sir, it instead of it shrinks down and the level comes down. When level comes down, then it needs air to breathe in, and when level goes up, it needs to breathe out. So this is the breathing and breathing out of the transformer.
That's nice. You know, transformer is breathing.
Yes, it is breathing. You can see it now, sir. See here. See from here. But this, let me explain that this commissioning of 27th November will be without the replacement of OPGW. OPGW will be continued to be replaced, and that will be completed by 10th of December.
Yes. So one is okay.
Good Minister, sir. It's my pleasure to welcome you. You have inspected the Guaripa substation, which was handled by the same contractor that we are here today. The gas insulated substation at Dawaki. The same substation is also handled by the same contractor, the Chinese name Mrs. Xian. They are also the one that are constructing the 2x60. It's my pleasure, Honorable Minister, to consultant to give us a tour of this substation. MD sir, you are welcome, sir.
This substation which I have engineers we have 2x60 MV transfer and 132 kV lines which will be out. The incoming supply, as we discussed at New Arco, it will be coming from New Arco from 5 kilometers XLPE scale XLPE 60 MVA 2-number transformer, sir.
As you can see, we have been going around in a cycle, going around Abuja, inspecting each of these projects. I want you to understand how electricity is being supplied to Nigerians. Based on the question you have asked, you said you want to know how many megawatts will it increase to the Nigerian supply. Yes, it will increase, but this is transmission project. We have generation project. You have to generate the megawatts first from the generation section, which it's either gas-fired or hydro, which last week I was at Zungero seeing a project going on to generate 700 megawatts. That is generation. Now, the transmission company, which is called the TCN, will now take away this generation and transport it through their lines, which is called the national grid. And intermittently, all over the country, they have stations. First, they take away from generation plant with 330 line. Now, from 330, they distribute again further with 132. So, this project are about 6. Combining lines and substations. We have started from Guarimpa, where you saw a brand new substation. That substation, when completed, hopefully around November, December 2022, it is at over 90% completion. And the contractor is chasing the completion date to be able to complete. And if it's completed, it will increase the capacity of the TCN by certain megawatts capacity, but they need the generation. If the generation comes, it will be able to carry. So in all, we have 6 of these projects which will increase the wheeling capacity of the TCN by over 1,000 megawatts. We saw at Guarimpa, which is around Dawaki area, there has been a line existing from Suleja to Katampe, 132 line, which initially at Kubwa we have a station. So this new station that we have inspected at Dawaki is a new one in order to support the one at the Kubwa, and it will give the Dawaki area more electricity now, and which prior to now they have been depending on the Kubwa on. So if you separate Dawaki area and environs and that of Kubwa, you can best imagine how it is going to be in terms of electricity supply in that area. From there, we saw the new, the Old Apple substation, which is an existing substation. And the reason why we visited there, you have seen a platform that is newly built now, ready to receive a 60 MVA coming from Siemens to that place. And we have inspected that, ready to receive. The one coming from Siemens, that is the PPI project. They are going to install a 60 MVA at the Old Apple, and hopefully in a couple of days, you will see the transformer being installed there, the one that you call the Siemens, which is being cleared. It is already being cleared at the port, and due to the flooding, cannot transport it, and that delayed the transportation. But we are now informed that the transportation will take place now, and it will be installed at the Old Apple station that we have visited. Then from the Old Apple, we went to the New Apple substation, which is a new one. This one is receiving a 330 line from Nasarawa. If you remember, recently we went with Mr. President to Nasarawa to commission a 330 substation. So there is a line coming from there to the New Apple. And from the New Apple, it will be radiated out. One coming here, underground, which is 5 kilometers to this place. Other 330 will be going to close the loop between the Old Apple and New Apple and link it up there. So this is a project that is funded through a loan of the French Development Agency. It's a $170 million loan. It's a federal government project which started during this government in 2018. The government of President Muhammadu Buhari, in his quest to raise the operational capacity of the NESI, the Nigerian Electricity Supply Industry. This is one of the projects that is being done in order to achieve that. So it's called Ring Project, Abuja Ring Project. It's going round Abuja as a loop to connect and raise the capacity of the TCN to transmit power to Abuja. By the time this project is completed, like I told you some time back, that we are doing a lot in Abuja and environs, and this you can see physically what we are doing. So sometimes it's not talking about it only. Seeing it says a lot. So you can see since morning we have been going around, and from here we will go to the next substation where this one is also going to be connected to. The work is going on very well, and the quality of the work is also good. Yes, we will have staggered completion because there are different projects.
Before the Honorable Minister's visit, the management of TCN, led by the Managing Director, Dr. Sule Abdulaziz, also undertook an assessment tour of all the projects under the Abuja Ring Project, and here's a submission from that visit. Take a look.
We are at Gorimpa 2x60 132/33 kV GIS substation. This is one of the substations we are building to make sure that there is adequate light in Abuja. People are talking about 5-year plan, 10-year plan. This is more than 20 years plan. If we finish this substation for the next 50 years, Abuja will not have any problem with electricity. We have not been saying about it, but now, as we are towards commissioning, we have to tell Nigerians what this government has been doing. It is a very important thing, and this is sponsored by the French Development Agency. This project started in 2019, and because of the COVID-19, it had some issues and some delays. We also had issues with the clearing of the goods because of the change of government policy with ADEC, but we have all gone through this, and now this station is almost 100% completed. So before December, we are going to invite the minister to come and commission this substation. Once we commission this station, Gwarimpa, Dawaki, Galadimawa, and Dutse will have good electricity supply. We did not just award this contract, it went through tendering, and we give it to one of the best people who are manufacturing GIS. So we're happy with the work they are doing, and we're pleased with what they did up to now.
The pre-commissioning exercise that would enable the commencement of connection of the transmission line to the new Dawaki GIS transmission substation has also been recently concluded. The importance of the role of electric power transmission cannot be said to be overemphasized. Hence, in recent times, we have seen a genuine effort by the current management of TCN to expand the national grid and ensure the reliability of the entire transmission network. And in addition to many completed projects, efforts are ongoing to complete all of the several ongoing projects and starting to close all the need gap identified. Now, this is where we draw the curtain on today's edition of the show. Do make it a date with us. Same channel, same time next week. And please follow us on all of our various social media handles. We would appreciate your likes and comments. We've also made this package available in other languages such as Igbo, Yoruba, and Hausa for your viewing pleasure. The information displayed on your screen tells you where and when they are. My name is Stephanie Odia. Bye for now.